William here, the Bangkok voice coach, and today I have stumbled upon something that is literally life-changing. Well, for me anyway, as a voice coach. First of all, I want to say thank you very much to all of Amira Willighagen's friends and fans around the world who have been sending me messages and emails. Thank you for making me part of this exciting community, and actually I say exciting because this is one of the discoveries of my life. I think, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've gone on this adventure, and I have to say that this is remarkable and has me thinking a lot. With this video, things have changed. Now I want you to keep watching this because this is how to understand the workings of something so special. This is an insight. Most people can sound fairly decent in a big production with hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on lighting and sound and editing and post-production. None of that here. There is a little girl singing in a church with her family, and she's got a little microphone in front of her, and it is being picked up by the acoustic of the church. Behind her are the gentlemen of the Nijmegen choir. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Which is a little town in the Netherlands. And beside Amira is her mother Frida, her older brother Vincent, and playing the organ is her father Gerrit. So it's a little family concert, right? No. Watch this. Watch what happens. It is exceptional. Okay, now before Amira comes in, just watch what that was. There's Vincent playing the violin. He plays an opening introduction in F major. What do you notice? There's no vibrato. His fingers are not doing any vibrato. He's reading the music and he's playing quite well in time, but with no phrasing. Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but it's actually quite lovely for a boy of his age. So that's really nice. That's kind of what you would expect. That is exactly what I would expect. Then this happens. Different, right? Well, how is it different? For a start, it is incredibly sculpted musical phrasing. It is exceptional. It is like someone who is someone who has learned this music, obviously from a page, because music looks a certain way on a page. It looks rather regimented, actually, rather like Vincent was playing. It is rather regimented by bar lines. This is different. Every part of her is filled with this music. She understands it on a very, very deep level. You start to see it in the eyes too, right? having a little chat about something went wrong there, trying to sort of keep going. Meanwhile, Amira is in this state of absolute transportation. And I mentioned previously in a video that I thought she was divinely inspired, and that wasn't the first time I'd seen her sing. It's just a phrase I sort of made up, really, or sort of thought of. But I now realise that's exactly what it is. This is extraordinary because she comes from a family of musical people. Mum is playing the recorder and her brother's playing the violin and her father's playing the organ actually rather well, I think, especially because he seems to be at a bit of a distance. But there's Amira, who is from another planet. She has landed in the house with this genius gift, while all the others are actually sort of good amateurs and who enjoy making music at home. Mozart landed in the family and it was like a nuclear explosion went off. This child genius. And I am wondering how the family deal with having a genius in the family. They just seem to sort of let Amira get on with what she's doing. Meanwhile, she's in a different world. Something comes over this girl when she sings. I can see it there in her eyes at the end. Because she was singing with her eyes closed, and I think that was partly to concentrate on her part. Things were getting a little bit uneven around her. So she went into herself and she grounded herself in her breath, and she closed her eyes so that she could focus. And when she opened her eyes, it was like someone who'd seen a vision. I do believe that some people come to this world with extra special gifts, and when they are in young people, it is particularly moving and special. It makes me think of the great British cellist Jacqueline du Pré, who was one of the most divinely inspired musicians of her generation. She was born in 1945, but she died at the age of 42, and for the last 10 years or 12 years of her life, she was not able to play because she had MS. But she had this similar thing. When she played, she was inspired by something special. You could see it in her eyes. You could see the music inhabited her body. You could see that she wasn't just playing music. It's some kind of electricity that comes through a person like this. And I feel that it is perhaps some kind of cellular memory, some kind of reincarnation. I'm living in Asia at the moment, so maybe I find the idea of reincarnation a bit more acceptable, but I feel it's someone who's been here before and is somehow channeling some memories, some gifts, because this is not normal. This is extraordinary. The phrasing, the pitch, the vibrato, the words which she's singing from memory in Spanish, the astonishing ability to keep going and to be self-assured, and then this divine light in the eyes. This is really exceptional, and this is why a homemade video like this is more valuable than any production video you're going to see. It's more valuable because there's no hiding. This is the truth. This is exactly it. Absolutely unplugged, raw, a little bit of a microphone, but the acoustic is great. Her voice is terrific on those last phrases where she goes up to the A, back to the F, up to the A again. just so rock solid, so mature for an 11-year-old, so in tune, no straining. This for me is a life-changing video. I will never forget watching this for the first time because I now have a different perspective on talent, on gift. Maybe Amira won't go on to be a singer when she grows up. She might want to be a microbiologist. In a way, it doesn't matter. What matters is that she's given this to the world and it's going to be with us forever. And as she grows older, she'll look back on it and maybe she will say, oh my goodness, where did that voice come from? It's William in Bangkok. See you soon, and thank you very much for subscribing to my channel and watching some of my other videos too. And by the way, please keep sending your comments because I love them. See you, bye.